All right, here we go. Let's clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. It's the Connected Corner. Yes. We're coming live. It's our Tuesday show. We're excited. We love Tuesdays. Yes. We be going through all kinds of stuff, y'all. You don't even understand.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But Tuesday nights, we look forward to bringing you news and resources you can actually use. I'm Tori Rose, the Connector, and who do I have with me?
Kiana B. Jones.
Hey, girl. Excited. We are down one of our trio today, so you guys send warm wishes to D. Nice Everett, our entertainment specialist. She's a host with the most. But we're going to have a very amazing and exciting show.
Yes, we are.
Before we jump right into the travel questions, we want to do something, just a little protocol. We want to do a trivia question. And so this is how this is going to work. Caller number 7. You got to call in, and you got to have the answer right.
Yeah.
All right, so you got to call in, and you got to have the answer right. You can't just be calling number 7. All right, so caller number 7, and you got to have the answer right. And what is the question?
The question is, what month and day did we start the Connected Corner?
Ooh. And not date.
Day.
But day. Day of the week.
Day of the week.
So
what month
if you
and day
are
of the
caller
week?
number 7 at 404-436
1277.
1277. We are going to give you 2, because there's 2 of us today, free tickets to our paint and poetry event this Friday. It's 7 o'clock. The tickets value at $50 each. Girl, I got choked up giving away them free tickets. Lord have mercy.
Where's my water?
Where's my water? So $50 each. It is a fundraiser. We're raising money for moms, which is mothers of murdered sons and daughters.
Yes.
There's going to be amazing food. Thank you to Judy's Island Grill for donating the food. Thank you to New York Fried Chicken on North Avenue for donating food. There's going to be wine. Thank you so much for Fire.
Fireside. Fire, I said Fireside.
It's all
Fireside.
Right. I wasn't going to correct you publicly. Fireside Liquors at North and Smallwood. Guys, let me tell you something about my community. You guys know I'm running for City Council in District 7. But we have some amazing, amazing community leaders who want to step up and want to support the initiatives that we're doing. So this event is held in District 7.
Yes.
At the
Atrium
Event Hall. At 3121 West North Avenue in the district.
Yes.
Food being donated by a merchant, a store owner, business owner in the district.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol, wine. Jesus will be there with the wine. It's going to be donated from someone in the district.
Yes.
And guess what? Even if you don't drink, I'm bringing the waters. So the waters is coming from the candidate in the district. So we have a call. Let's see what number. What number call is this?
4. Am I calling number 7?
No, you're calling number 4. Hang up and call right back.
All right.
That was calling number 4. Y'all was close. So what's the question again?
The question again is, what month and day of the week did we start the Connected Corner?
Get 2 free tickets. Tickets value at $50. Food, poetry, painting.
I like that.
And a good time. I know it's exciting.
I feel like
I should have had my mother call. Call.
You always try to be that person. I have literally never won anything like from calling into the radio show.
I have laid Quicksilver out in his DMs before, like, y'all don't ever answer the phone.
So this is so much fun. Like to be on the other side of the calling.
Of the calling. Okay, so we're gonna scoot forward. I want to talk about my campaign. Can I do that?
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
So listen, you guys know. I'm gonna show y'all my shirt. Let me see if I can open it this way first for my live. It's a beautiful shirt.
And put it over here.
And then I'm gonna do it this way. And then I'm gonna do it this way. And so, as you know, you can hold it up if you want. I've been actively out knocking doors, getting connected to the community. Really, just an extension of the work that we've been doing, right?
Yes.
And everybody always says, "Tori, how can we get a shirt? How can we get a shirt? How can we get a shirt?" And so we were just like, "Come get a shirt." But people said, "Well, we don't want to just take your shirts. We want to give you a donation for the shirt." So, I want to acknowledge every single person who has donated to get a shirt. And then you guys gave me an idea.
Can y'all just call in so she can stop doing that?
The shirts are free with a $27 donation. That's a minimum of $27. So let me tell you how you donate. You go to your smartphone, your tablet, your device. If you still have dial-up, God bless you. And you type in www.vote, V-O-T-E, Tori, T-O-R-I, Rose, R-O-S-E.com. Let's give it to you slower. That's www.votetoryrose.com. You click on the donate button and you donate. There will be no rubber payments accepted.
No.
Only only certified credit or bank card. And $27 at least gets you a free shirt. And guess what? I'll deliver it to you as long as you're in the district somewhere or close to it. I'm not coming to New York. So the dude who slid through my inbox and asked me if I could bring him his shirt in New York, nah, son.
Really?
Unless you won't feed me, then DM me back. We'll talk about it. I kid. So, support the movement. We are excited. This is a grassroots campaign.
Yes.
And I am honored and excited about having an opportunity to actually be the voice of the people sitting in City Hall. So, you guys, y'all want to see the shirt again?
There you go.
That's what it looks like. On the back, it says, "We deserve better," because we damn sure do.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you? Ooh.
I did. I'm sorry, I'm progressive now. You know how that goes. Authentic, energized, and committed is my slogan, and we deserve better. And I'm Tori Rose, and I will deliver. And that's the facts. Did I forget anything?
Facts. What the kids say? Period.
Period. And you know what's funny about the progressives? I'm progressive now. I was always well, because people want to label you when you're in politics. Are you a Democrat? Yes. Are you liberal? Are you conservative? Are you a progressive or you regressive? What are you?
Are you smart?
Or you smart or you dumb? Well, I went to Western. Let's start there.
That automatically makes you smart.
It makes me intelligente, muy. But I think what happens is you have to find yourself like defining yourself over and over again. So one day maybe we'll just do a show about labels and titles.
I like that. I don't like labels and titles, but that's cool.
All right, what number? Did anybody else call?
You did?
Of course. All right, come on, guys. Oh, can I get a shirt? Yes, donate. Go to www.votetoryrose.com. Oh, 404-436-1277. You have 1 more minute. You guys can still win these tickets. We're waiting on caller number 7. I think we got up to 5. What caller did we get to up to? Oh, 6.
Oh, the next caller. Did we say that at the same time?
Yes, because we're still in sync.
Oh my goodness.
You
said we are.
We are in sync.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Because it doesn't sound because the from the.
It's like ebony and ivory.
Oh.
Stay together in perfect harmony.
Out of key while you're singing it, but
okay, whatever. All right,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Come on, because before
since we got like 30 seconds left, right? Why are you running?
Ooh. I am running.
You know, we have the right producer.
We did
for
this. So I am running because I am sick and tired of seeing just duplicated politics, duplicated people sitting in position time after time. You can almost literally just erase the face and draw a new face on the same suit, same body. When we go up and down throughout our communities, doesn't matter if you're in Reservoir Hill, doesn't matter if you're in Hampton or North Avenue, all of us can agree that the quality of life has significantly declined. Mm-hmm. And so I know that I'm a person who was able to go into my federal government tenure, my private and public work sectors, and actually get results. And so we don't see people sitting at the table who represent our voice, our interests, our community, and actually getting results. It's unfortunate because it often seems like the people who stand for the people don't get elected. So I'm asking my people to stand with me, stand for me, and let's come out and take back our city. So that's why I'm running. Thank you for that question. Who's that?
That's how you answer the phone?
I thought that was my son.
So if people told you to answer the phone?
Remember, Joshua was just trying to win those tickets. Hi, is this caller number 7?
Yes.
Yes, who is on the line? Ooh,
This is Kiana.
Kiana?
Which Kiana?
Kiana Holly that's about to go into the police academy.
Oh, yes! Hey, Kiana.
Hey, cousin.
Hey, how are
cousin.
you?
I just know these Kianas got something with them. Wait, that's there.
He just put the.
I know that might be an ambulance. Never mind.
I got scared. I started looking around. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, congratulations, Kiana. You won 2 tickets to Paint Poetry for a Purpose on this Friday.
7 p.m. Come on out. 3121 West North Avenue. Girl, I can't wait to see you. Congratulations.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Kiana, tell us who you bringing with you. You got a date?
Not right now.
I'm not going. Girl, I'm live.
So how she gonna get the tickets?
It's funny. Kiana is family, right?
Yeah, but
she's family.
People think,
Well, no, we didn't make her call us.
That's
So,
true.
Kiana, when you get
No,
there,
I
we
was
have your
watching
name.
the
We know.
live. I was watching the live, and I was like, well, let me call in.
See?
We know who Kiana is, so we know her visually.
You
by
can add her
face.
name to the list.
We're gonna add her name to the
Yes.
list. When you get there, come to the registration table.
Because y'all can give away stuff again. I want people to know how you win stuff.
Well,
Yes.
everybody might be
So we
different.
we should write it down. Thank you very much.
Everybody might be
Winner
different.
number
Everybody might
one.
be
Yeah, write her
for the
name
names.
down because a lot of times people forget to write on the list, and then we get to we like, oh, we meant to put them on the list.
No, so thank
Call
you,
it. I
Kiana.
forgot about you. It happens.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one. That's so funny. Okay.
You ready to be the po-po.
Right.
Yes. You said
Yes, somebody won tickets.
Who said? Oh yeah, somebody won. Who actually?
Kiana. Hey, Darlene. All right, so I think it's time. You ready for our guest?
Yes.
We talked about the
yes,
campaign.
yes.
We talked
And
about
so,
our
guys,
running.
listening. Make sure you stay tuned. What are we doing? 2 more times?
One more. Let's do
One more.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do one more time for chance to win tickets. So make sure you stay tuned. So next, yes. So I'm so excited. So we have with us today Miss Deneen Davis, okay, and she is a travel agent, entrepreneur, and she definitely has to talk about what I love her for.
No,
That
she can't talk about
she can't talk about that.
No, she's not here for cakes.
Okay.
She's here for travel.
She makes like the best cakes ever.
makes the
I
most
just want
amazing
y'all to
cakes.
most amazing. And so, but today we're going to talk about travel, and we want to welcome to the Connected Corner, Miss Deneen Davis. Yes.
Come on down.
Come on
Hey,
down.
girl. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Ow.
So I was trying to find something fancy.
What,
to,
that
like,
song?
Like a song, and I feel like I just shorted you out of a song. So if it comes to me, we'll give it
We'll
to you.
just sing. Yeah, she make up songs.
What she means is she's gonna sing a song for you.
Yeah.
No, you have. So you never heard the
You've
song.
never experienced the
Gotcha.
song.
You have not experienced
So
it.
let me tell you, when I found out that you were had been working in your travel agency for a couple of years, it just warmed my little heart because most people know that Kiana and I like to travel, and we are normally gone 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year. I think last year, no, the year before, we were gone like 6 times that year, and people were like, "Well, what they doing? Planning." Budgeting and going, right? It's that simple, right? And so with the campaign, of course, Kiana's taken on a huge role. I've taken on a huge role. We ain't been able to go nowhere. Girl, don't we look scared and dry? Not really. Oh, you see. I feel scared and dry and exhausted. So let's, I guess, jump right in for people who may have questions. It's holiday time. First, tell us how you got started in your travel, and then start with the tips. And let me know where I can go in 2 weeks because I need a break.
Well, I started travel about 2 years ago. For a year, I just been training and learning a business and traveling
Bring your
because
mic closer to you.
because a travel agent
I took a shower
should
today.
travel.
A travel agent should
Should
travel.
travel.
Maybe I should do that.
Okay. So if you have a travel agent, make sure that they've been places and can give you good advice.
That is so
good
good.
from a personal level as well.
I don't think we've ever thought about that. A travel
I know,
agent should
should
travel.
travel,
It's like you can't do my hair if your hair is never done, right? So we have those
yeah.
same standards, but we never thought about a travel agent should actually travel.
Yes.
Wow.
And I just came back from Barbados
Ooh.
and
I was just talking
Jamaica
to my
within
aunt.
2 weeks.
What? You know
So
what? I'm getting jealous. This is the wrong guy. I'm gonna just go ahead and leave.
because I've had a lot of clients who have been asking me, I want to go to Jamaica. Can you tell me, where, I should stay? And you can rely on internet for some reviews, but it's best to go out, and I've got a lot of exposure to the different resorts and places I would stay.
Wow. So where did you stay in Jamaica?
Secrets,
Oh.
St.
I've
James.
heard this guy having
It's an all adult inclusive
I
resort.
love
Okay.
adult only.
Yes.
All adult, inclusive. Okay.
Inclusive.
Saves.
It was very nice. The food was good. The service was well. You get a maid service. So if
Okay.
you travel, you want to look into getting maid services and butler services if they offer them, because what's a vacation without being serviced?
That's so good. So you went. This is what month? November. So you were in October or November when you went to Jamaica.
October.
What was the weather like?
It was about 80. It was a few showers, not many. light rain.
Okay.
And it was the same for Barbados because I went 1 week Barbados and then the next week I went to Jamaica.
Wow.
So the weather was nice. I do recommend Jamaica, Barbados, Bahamas, any island in the Caribbean during the winter months. Cruises are always nice, especially if you leave from Miami.
Okay.
The waters may be a little rough leaving from Maryland or the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
good to know.
know.
So Thanksgiving's coming up. Where could I book and where could I plan to go in 2 weeks? Let's say $600. My little budget. Just want to go somewhere. Where could I go?
For how many days?
3 days. Just Thanksgiving. I don't like my family. They don't like me. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm trying to get out, get away. Where could I go?
You could go in. I mean, you could go to Mexico. You could, because that's usually a cheaper place to go. I think, but not for 3 days. The budget for $600 is not going to get you very far.
Okay. Break that down for us. And by the way, I love my family and they love me. I just wanted to clear it up.
Yeah, $600. Travel. I wouldn't recommend that as a budget. I would say at least a minimum, $1,000 minimum, and that's probably with maybe like 3 nights somewhere, including airfare.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's not very included.
You probably can't. Yeah, probably about 3 nights. It won't be the best resort. You won't get a butler or maid, but you can get away if that's your goal, just to get away. Sometimes people just want to get away. They're not looking for all the benefits of the services and the all inclusive and things like that. I've done it. I've just went away and I ate at local places and enjoyed the culture of the places I've gone. So.
Which is still needed sometimes, like you said, when you just want to get away.
Yeah.
Did you
Because
go
I just
Western?
want to get away.
No.
Okay, you are such a Western girl. I love it. When she said butler, I was like, she must be a dove.
Honey, no.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
Southwestern.
Oh, that's close.
No, she said that's close.
Honey, look.
So,
South.
Fun
But that's
Hill.
okay. I'm going to say, and it is what it is.
Right. My mother went to Southwestern.
She did.
I never would have guessed that.
That my mother went or that she went?
We don't have the best reputation, but we got some good people.
Oh, my mother can fight.
And we got some good people out of Southwestern though. We got some good people.
Name
So
two.
Aside from you, who?
Right, and my mother. Name
Said
two.
name two.
She said, this is not what I came with this
me,
And I took Jesus with me through the dusty holes on Font Hill.
I'm not sure.
Right. So I brought up high school because I know Kiana has gone on a class trip vacation, right? And then I know we'll be approaching our 20 years soon, which is just crazy. Like, girl, I don't know how when I'm just 25. So I just want to make sure no chuckles.
I was
were-
waiting for the
okay.
crickets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
And so something like a class trip, right? A lot of times people feel pressure to go and that type of thing. Is it possible to combine like holiday trips and social trips? Is it
Absolutely.
possible? Can
Absolutely.
you give us some recommendations?
As far as
Like if I wanted to do a school trip on a holiday time,
so,
how could I convince them?
do you mean
Oh, like a class reunion.
a place reunion trip? Well, how to convince them? It has to be some place they want to go.
Oh.
That would be the first thing. You can't convince without knowing where you want to go. You definitely want to let people know in advance. Planning ahead is
Advance
always good.
How much planning is planning a year?
Right,
2
'cause
I
years?
would say at least a year.
For a big group trip.
Yeah, I would say at least a year. Because you have to stay, when it's a large group, you have to stay on top of people, because people situations change, throughout the course of the year. Everyone may be interested at the beginning, but at the end, life has happened and they may not be able to go. But staying on top of those people can make a better outcome because, letting them know to remind them and so forth. So,
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
That was a good question.
So vacationing, just the thought of it. So I literally have dreams. I don't know about some people, but like since we haven't really been able to go places, I listen to like YouTube to like the beach and the water, sounds.
She makes herself depressed doing it.
Oh,
No,
my goodness.
it's like it just, and then I might dream about where I should be. But but I know a lot of times people talk about like October. I've heard in the past that that's like hurricane season and people
Miami.
don't like want to travel to, but aren't prices like less expensive during that time?
It is. It's a little less. I've been doing some quotes, and it's definitely a lot less than the peak seasons. So, I mean, if you choose to, I mean, you would know if a hurricane or something. You know, you check the weather advisory to see, you know, what the weather forecast is going to be like.
But what happens when you've already paid? So I've paid my money. I've already, you know, got my weave sewn in, and I got my baby suits ready.
Wow.
And now they're calling for a hurricane. What do I do?
You should have a travel advisor to advise you to purchase insurance.
Say that. Can you say that a little louder?
A travel advisor to advise you to purchase insurance, because why would you invest in something and don't insure it?
Wow. And people a lot of times be like, it's $80.
Right.
I don't want to do the little $80 versus your $1,400 or $1,200. we have to pay.
Exactly.
Wow. What was your worst travel experience so far?
Well, I've been dealing with a lot of groups, girls trips and things in that nature, and I've booked, you know, convincing clients to still go to the DR, you know, after incidents have occurred there. Those have been my most, the worst that I've had to deal with, because if they want to cancel and then they don't want to go now, but you declined trip insurance when I advised you.
Wow.
That can put me in a awkward situation. Not really my liability, because I offered it and you signed to decline it.
Wow.
But I don't feel good about it, you know. But it wasn't my decision.
Right. Wow. Yeah, we remember when people were calling about the DR thing.
Yeah.
And our family is there. We have family that still travels there every month. We have family that's currently living there. And we was like, what? Who would drink out of an open dispenser anywhere? Like, what are you
Right.
talking about? Like, and not that we were insensitive
Yeah.
to what was happening. People were losing their lives and things like that. But would you open a container that's already open, that's been in a hotel or anywhere,
No.
and just drink from it?
No.
Like a big old hamster?
It was a
Like
lot
a
of
big old
different
hamster.
allegations. There's a lot of different allegations to all of those stories.
Right.
You know, so I've heard a lot of different stories regarding, you know, it was people with pre-existing health conditions,
Right.
and some lady was supposed to have been beaten. I've heard different
wow.
stories about that. So, you know,
How did you lessen your clients' fears?
well,
That's a good question.
it is a good
Tell
question.
me if it's a good question. I've
You
asked
know,
7. That was
when
the
you
first
travel-
question.
When you traveling anywhere, you have to take precaution. You have to
Right.
use good judgment. So
Right.
you know, like you said, who would drink out of a open
right.
container? Like, you still have to take the same precautions when you're home, when you're away. So, you know, you have to let them know that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just traveling anywhere.
Yeah, we actually were asking people who were there, like, did y'all hear about this? And many of the locals hadn't even heard about it. So, because remember, we asked Elizabeth, was like, hola, Elizabeth, you know about this? She was like, what? No.
No.
Like, life is normal. It's almost as if you live on the west side of Baltimore and somebody was killed or died in that hotel in Towson. You may not
Right.
hear about it.
Right.
And so they were thinking that everybody in the DR just knew. They had no idea. They see hundreds of thousands of tourists a month.
Right.
Yeah, they had no idea.
And some things were isolated to certain resorts of that nature. But I know, like, sometimes people are, so a lot of the travel that has been done is islands, the Caribbean, things like that. Do you have clients, even though that's out of the country? So I say out of the country is like out of the country.
Like
so,
Europe.
Yeah, like Europe or Africa or Asia. Do you have many people traveling, like, to literally other continents?
I have not had any clients who travel to other continents, because my niche right now is the Caribbean, so I'm
Okay.
sticking with
Gotcha.
what I know.
Oh, that's good.
Gotcha. That's good. That's good.
I mean, I have the resources to do it, and the expertise to get it done. But, I usually stick to what I know. And
So if I get to DR and I call you and tell you I was kidnapped, will you come get me?
I will send someone.
Oh, no, I want you to come get me. 'Cause when you get there, it's going to be a big old party. Like, hey, girl, I lied. Hey, y'all.
I will send someone.
I lied. My bad. We own this villa.
Is that something that travel agents are obligated to do to go rescue
That was one
their
friend.
clients?
We feel that way. We feel that way.
You were speaking from the heart.
Yeah, we feel that way because, we want our clients to have a good time. We hold a lot of responsibility, when it comes to our clients. So we try to advise them as best that we can, but, we can only advise you. You make the decision.
Have you ever had to say no thank you to a client?
Absolutely.
Tell me what this sounds like.
Just like you just said, well, what can I do for $600? And I'm saying I can't do anything for $600. You want a week vacation for $600? I can't help you. I'm sorry.
What did she say? Well, I can get a buddy pass. And don't y'all front like y'all don't be doing that.
Well, you could get a resort. I mean, not air. Some people want air, all inclusive for $600, and I'm not able to do that.
Wow.
That's actually.
And what's the name of your company again? Remind us.
Premier Destinations Travel.
Yes. How do
My
we
website
find
is
it?
www.yourpremierdestinations.com.
Awesome. So I love the shirt. I love
Thank
the little
you.
airplane.
Thank
And just to let you know, I couldn't do that because I could imagine
Look,
people.
she just got a lot of heart.
Yes, well, she showed her boobs, and then everybody is. And so, and so I would be afraid of my airplane bringing in way too much attention.
Oh my
It's a
goodness.
landing strip. Nope, we not playing with y'all.
Oh my! Oh, I never saw that.
Hi, y'all. We waving back. And so, what made you go into travel? Because when you, like Kiana said, you were doing the bomb cakes and all of that greatness. Lead us to what brought you to this new venture.
Actually, I enjoy traveling, and I enjoy planning. So,
That is good.
why not be a travel
get
agent?
my
My friends.
I've thought about it several times.
My friends like to travel. My
Yes.
friends are avid travelers. They travel. And why can't, they can have their own personal travel agent? So.
Yeah.
Look,
The friend yes.
Is there any travel faux pas? Anything that people think is a travel rule? I have a friend who literally goes to the airport 4 hours before every flight. Doesn't matter where she's going. Like, girl, you going to Philly from BWI? I'm not playing with you. Are there any travel faux pas we should know about?
Well, when I travel international, to the Caribbean, I always I expect delays because things happen. I also take a picture of my passport and I send it to I send it to my family. When I do travel, I put my passport in the safe. I don't carry it around with me.
Oh, wow. Why is that?
I just don't want to lose it and don't have it there if I'm, out and about. If you lose it, trying to get back home without your passport could be a big problem.
Oh, we would have to come see you wherever you are.
Yeah.
You're a permanent resident.
Yes. Yes. I wouldn't mind. Some places I wouldn't mind being a permanent resident. So
Right.
Okay, that's good.
So the Caribbean. So there are. So I have my travel. What is bucket list? And so it's all states. Well, there's I say 50 states because I, went to school in the 80s. Okay, 90s. So 50 states was when I was in school. Now we got 52, but it was
Right.
50 when I was in
Well, nobody considers Manitoba a
Okay.
state. I just won't do that.
Right. So all 50 states. And then I want to go to every continent and as many islands as possible. Out of all the places I've been, I literally have not been to Mexico yet. So
Well, girl, they
maybe
building
that
this
could
wall. You should go see it.
I have literally not been to Mexico, and so you saying it being a really inexpensive trip. Now I realize that's literally somewhere it's almost like people's first trip, to the islands. Or
I think so.
To do is Mexico or something. So maybe that'll be the next
Where
place.
do you prefer, Cancun or Cozumel?
I haven't been to Cozumel. I've been to Cancun. We had a good time in Cancun. It's fun, party.
Okay.
So if you want to party and, I would recommend Cancun. I had a
How
good
much
time.
could you do a Cancun trip for around this time? So air, 3 nights.
I'm going to say maybe at a 4-star resort, maybe about $1,200.
Okay.
If you, I wouldn't book any, I don't try to book anything 3-star or less to my clients, because then if they're unhappy, then that falls back on me.
Right.
So I try to make sure I book resorts unless you request it. Unless you say, I want to stay here, can you book me
Girl,
this?
I want that Martin and Gina experience.
I want a
Right.
2-star experience. Do people actually say that?
The Martin and Gina experience.
Yeah, I mean, give me the raccoon in the room. They say
No.
because I was confused. Hey, I want to spend a lot of money to go somewhere and be scared as hell.
No. Yeah. So.
Sleep with one eye open and give me a touch of them bed bugs.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh no. No.
Oh no, I
Oh, no.
I can't imagine. Oh my goodness.
Girl, I only do 2 or 3 stars. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. No.
I am not paying.
Too many stars give me anxiety.
Yes. No. So I would say maybe about
Oh my goodness.
1,200.
1,200.
1,200. Okay.
With Southwest, I've done some quotes like Southwest, maybe like 1,300.
And I know people will say, oh my God, that's a lot of money. And how we're going to do this. You have to understand 2 things. You have to start to plan for yourself.
Right, exactly.
And no, vacations and travel may not always be in the plan. So let me just kind of clean that up. We wanted to talk about options for vacationing for the holiday and how to do it in an inexpensive way. And most of us, if we have any kind of recreational world, we spend well over $1,200 a year. And just the fast food, the movies,
Yep.
the skating, bowling,
Yep.
for the people who
Concerts.
for the recreational cannabis that people, participate in, not me, but people. We spend a lot more money than we even understand. So guys, you may have to be strategic, right? And budget, build on what Erica gave us last week.
Yeah.
And put a plan in place, right? Drop your $20 every pay or whatever it is until you can get yourself to a position where you can treat yourself.
Right.
Because I can't imagine a life without travel.
Me
Yeah,
either.
neither do I have a friend that has worked on the cruise ships, and literally we were having a conversation the other day about traveling and meeting people on a cruise ship, particularly from America. And so how we're looked at in America as opposed to other countries and other places. And they say the people will say they saved 2 years or saved a year or 2 years to go on that cruise. And so, for other places, and when you live other places, I mean, I've been out of the country to Africa and certain things, and going to some of those places, resorts, there are not many Black or brown people except for the ones that live there, indigenous of the country. But you see people from all over the world, and like vacationing and traveling and enjoying life is a part of what they do. Like they make sure it's in that plan and that budget. When we talk about budgeting, we think it's just about paying bills. We don't realize like we said with Erica talking about last week, and then also understanding budgeting. Budget is also putting travel in there. Like you can put your entertainment and travel in your budget.
Absolutely.
And you should. And should be something that you do because you should reward yourself for working hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's some people who've never been on a plane or never been on a train or never been out of their specific area. And that's not just to Maryland or Baltimore. We go to other states and like they've never been out of New Jersey, never been out of New York. And I remember for Josh's 7th or 8th birthday, I can't remember which one it was, I took him to New York because his birthday is the week of Thanksgiving. And so we stayed in Manhattan, his 8th birthday. We stayed in Manhattan, a very nice hotel. We had exclusive passes to go to see the parade balloons inflated the night before. And then we went to so we were at Macy's for the Macy's Day Parade, and then we went to see the girls, what do they call it? Not the Nutcracker, but the girls that kick the Rocketeers. Rockettes.
Yeah, Rockettes.
The Rockettes. So we were doing all these different things. And I had so many people say, well, what kind of work do you do? Like, just, they say, oh, where are you from? We're from Baltimore. Oh, what kind of work do you do? Oh, no, I'm here for his birthday. His birthday. And they would literally, Black people, be like question marks. Like, what do you mean his birthday? You came to New York for his birthday. However, if I met Asians, white people, and we met a family that was from Iran, they were like, oh yeah, we've been booked since last year. We normally stay in the penthouse. They had a different understanding of what it looked like to have this already earmarked on the calendar, and this is what their family does as a tradition every Thanksgiving. And so it started to change how I even viewed what we did for his birthday, what we did for holidays, what traditions we started. Is there a way that we can implement a tradition of travel for like Thanksgiving or Christmas? And what does that look like? Like if somebody said, I just want to start traveling, where do they start? We know the money.
They need to contact an agent.
Okay,
we
push it
need
up again.
443-435-4360.
Okay.
And decide, where you want to go. What is your budget? That's important. A lot of people get offended when you ask, what is your like, I don't have a budget. Then when you give them a quote, oh, well, that's too much.
Right.
So,
budget means tell me how much you trying to spend.
Tell me how much you want to spend.
They normally haven't thought about
Right,
it.
because we want to give you a nice hotel.
Right.
If there's any excursions or things to do, sightseeing, touring, if we can include all of that in your budget, it will make your trip an experience, not just a trip. Right. You want to give them an experience. So that would be my recommendation. I would definitely say plan at least a year out or more. Like you said, if you want the experience, I can do a getaway. You can call me for a getaway anytime. I can look and see what deals I got right now. I got suppliers with $600 off this. $350 off that. It's Spirit Airline.
I've flown Spirit. It's not as bad. Actually, I was better than I was expecting. The absolute worst. No, I was expecting the worst. And so because I expected the worst because of what people had said about it for so long, then I was thoroughly impressed. I was like, that's not that bad now.
Because she heard flying Spirit will turn you into a spirit. And you'll be walking with the Holy Spirit. That's what she
right. That's what I had heard. So I was like, okay, right. I was like bracing myself. I was praying. I had got oil down, like all of that. Because I was really nervous. But it was not a bad experience. And you know what it is? Some of it is preparation and preparing. And so people already said, oh, you got to pay for every bag. You got to do this. So I did not overpack.
She wore 6 layers of clothes onto the I she had socks on.
Oh my goodness.
Undershirts, a bikini under her.
I did not. It was not that bad. I just packed lightly. I didn't overpack. But so, and when I booked, I paid for my luggage when I booked because it's cheaper if you pay for it in advance and then don't get there. So you just have to prepare when you fly Spirit. It is much more preparation.
Like the doughboy. She's walking like this through the airport.
It is much more preparation. But it's not as bad. And if I'm trying to get away, I'm trying to go. Like as long
I never want to go nowhere that bad.
It's not that bad.
That's the Spirit.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You don't get the free pretzels and the soda.
Yeah, bring your snacks. Pack your snack bag.
For me, and I think that I'm just gonna throw this out here. It's preference, right? I think some people probably
a lot of people
preference, right?
When I ask any airline, because that's my question.
Right.
That's my pre-screening question. Right. Do you have an airline preference? Not Spirit. And I'm like, okay.
And so there was a video. Everybody knows I love Cardi B, and so Cardi B had an issue with this girl put her feet on her in the airplane recently. She was like, her toes was cute with a little red toe polish, but she ain't to put her feet on me. And so it's funny because I literally have a friend who works for Delta who had an emergency, had to get to her family member and flew Spirit, and the person put their feet on her. And so when you start to think about, it reminds me of coach buses. Like I'm catching a bus to New York. Like times is tough. I'm catching a bus to New York. Yeah. And so it's the coach bus of flights to me.
Okay.
Right? So that's my perspective. I wish I could shout her out right now, but I don't want to call her out because I'm grateful we didn't have to come bail her out. Right? Because you don't normally can put your feet on black women and walk away.
No.
And so, but understanding that wherever you go, it's something that's more economically friendly. You may experience different people from different economic environments, right?
Right. Well,
from the thrifty people to the people who just needed a flight and everything in between.
Right.
I cleaned it up. I knew what you was thinking.
Right. Well, it's just the budget. If you have a budget for it, if Spirit is the budget for your trip to get to Miami or Vegas or Cancun, then by all means.
I wouldn't do it for an extended period. Well, they don't go like too many. How many places?
They go everywhere.
They did? The furthest I've taken it was Jamaica.
That's far.
No, so it's phony. I wouldn't do it more than 5 hours.
No.
I wouldn't do more than a 5-hour flight on Spirit. Not at all.
I won't even book my clients. I won't even give them a quote with Spirit unless they ask, because that's the reputation, and I don't want to be responsible. I know that I have the airlines behind me to assist me because I'm an agent in the event that something happened, but I stick with I fly Delta, Southwest, JetBlue.
Awesome. So last question for me. I think I'm coming around.
What else?
the
She
bend.
answered that. What airlines do you prefer? So thank you.
Yeah. People often say I don't need a travel agent because they're gonna take my money, and the money, she just said $1,200, and my trip only cost $700 because I went to cheapoair.com and I booked it myself, and she's gonna come up on me. How do we deal with that stigma? Because it's a stigma.
Well,
how do we deal with the stigma that you don't need a travel agent and the travel agent's trying to come up on you?
That's not true. Travel agents have the same resources as I can go on Expedia, Southwest, Delta, American Airlines Vacations, and book for my clients. The same deals. The difference is you giving those company the commission when you could be giving it to someone like and trust your agent. So I would always prefer to book with someone that I know. If I know that they can benefit from it, the sale. Not only that, during the time when all of that was going on with the DR flights being canceled, the whole times on the airlines was ridiculous. 3 and 4 hours. When you have an agent, we have, depending on the company, we have resources to get things done faster. We have people who, when you're writing a lot of business with these companies, you build the relationships. So we have the resources to get things done, to reschedule. You have someone behind you. Imagine being somewhere and you just booked this online and you can't get through, and you really don't have the money to buy. Some people really travel on a budget. They may not have money for new air tickets to get back home. So you kind of have that person in between to be able to assist you. And they're not really coming up. The commission is going to be paid either to the rep over the phone or the name, or the name. Some people charge fees. When you have large groups, it's a lot to manage a large group in travel. It's a lot of follow up, and a lot of people don't take you serious as an agent. So sometimes people may say, I charge $25 to start your quote. If you book, I may apply it to your booking. If you don't, then the money is lost, because a lot of people will call me after they then went on every website and then try to get me to look up, and I'm like, well, if you already done the work,
What do you, right.
just book with them. Don't waste my time, because I don't charge a booking fee, and I feel it quite insulting.
That's so
Quite insulting. So I kind of I don't really pursue those folks. I pursue people who want my business, want my services, want me to book their travel. If you want to book your own travel, I'm not in a business to pressure you to book with me. I want somebody that wants to work with me.
That's so good. That's really good. Because we've been through it. We just went to St. Thomas and had somebody take some money from us. And we had to call our St. Thomas friends and family, like, yo, you know this person? And a good friend of mine was like, yeah, I know a boy. I went to high school with him. So we international. and so because my friend knew the guy, because he was born and raised in St. Thomas, and we had people both here and on this side of the U.S. and even in still on the Virgin Islands side, we were able to have somebody meet us at the beach. We found out where you lived, and then we all prayed together.
Wow.
That's how I'm gonna end that story. Just know.
Another thing, with agents, who travel. You know, we go to other islands, and I've, met a lot of people, have a lot of contacts now, and
good.
Like you said, people,
Right.
you can find out things, you can get people to help you move around and get things done. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. My brain didn't finish that. But had we had a travel agent, was the point I was making.
Right.
We would have called
She
you first.
she stuck with
I
it
got
after
stuck.
we fin-
Right. Like, y'all, I had a flashback. But had we had a travel agent when the incident happened, 'cause it was like almost $300, right?
Yes,
It was
it
like
was.
Wow.
$300. And so, and
It was our travel from the
right
from the airport to our
our villa.
villa.
oh, okay.
He didn't show up. Got paid, got the money, didn't show up. It was 8 of us.
Your transfer from the hotel.
Yeah, our shuttle service, like not even like a cab or whatever, like a whole official service, right? Business vetted, all of that, didn't show up and was texting us until 10 minutes until we realized, oh, he just not coming. Like we waited an hour and a half. Like, oh, okay. So we're going to show you this Cardi T. Go ahead, that's cool. But had we had Cardi D, Deneen would have taken care of.
Yep, I would have called them.
Yeah.
We would have had it
And figured it out for us. Yeah. So instead, we had to do a little street justice.
a little street justice.
Oh, we got
Hey.
real. And but speaking of that, it's funny. Like one of the last comments, like, so what do you do? Because some things when it comes to travel is fear, and I know you can't. Well, I don't know, because as travel agents, I know in some other careers you got people therapists as well, but some of it is fear. Like we said, if things happening, not just even
Can I
before
cut
the
your question
DR.
off? I'm sorry. Call in now. Whoever's
yeah.
the second person to call will get this next set of tickets.
Yep.
So trivia question. Call in number 2.
Number 2? Caller number 2?
Caller
All right,
number 2.
caller number 2. Y'all hear that? And so how do you deter, like, the fear that some people may have when they talk about, oh, when you go to these places, things happen, you go here, that things happen. Like, encouraging them and I guess making them feel comfortable about traveling, because I think everybody should experience traveling. Like,
404.
yes. And get the number 404-436-1277. Call in to win tickets to Paint Poetry for a Purpose. Caller number 2.
Well,
Question, but I'm sorry.
at the end of the day, things can happen anywhere. You just have to take precaution. The chances of a plane crashing. How often does a plane crash going from BWI to Mexico or to Jamaica?
I don't want to find out.
Right. Things happen, but it has to be something you want to do. I'm not going to really convince you to do something that you don't want to do. But I could just say take precaution, get your trip insurance, if you're doing excursions and things like that. I really don't, to be honest, I really don't try to convince people to do it. I will advise you, let you know my experiences. I can only give you my experiences. So, if that would ease your mind, then, I would hope so, because I've experienced it. I've had a great time. I traveled all by myself to Barbados and Jamaica alone with no one. So at this point, if you want to stay at home, I'm going by myself. I'm going with you or I'm going without you. So, and things can happen here. We live in Baltimore.
Right.
Hey.
So
which
what
is
is
the
the-
best city in America?
Yes.
The best city.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it is. So what are some winter? I know we said like Tori asked about like Thanksgiving, but what are some great like winter destinations as people thinking about doing things for the holidays or kind of like getaways, right? Because it's a time of year. I know I much rather be somewhere where it's a little warmer. So what are some great like destinations or plans? and
Well,
stuff?
any of the Caribbean islands, like I said, Jamaica, Bahamas, Barbados, Hawaii. If you want to go further, Asia is nice around this time.
Like Bora and India.
Yes, Bangkok and Phuket is nice. It's not a lot of rain during the months of December to March. Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's costly, nice over the water bungalows, and so
Well, you
cruises.
have my promise. I'll be
Cruises.
calling you soon.
cruises.
Yeah.
It's always.
My mother turns 55 in June, and she has been driving us crazy about Jamaica.
Okay.
So if I don't take this woman to Jamaica,
Yeah.
either I'm not gonna make it or she not gonna make it.
Oh my goodness.
Something's gonna happen.
She's going to enjoy herself.
Yeah, she is.
So guys, the number is 404-436-1277. We're ready now. We're gonna hear from Deneen how to find her, how to get connected, but we want you to call in. If you wanna win 2 tickets to this Friday's awesome and amazing Paint Poetry for a Purpose, yes, you will be painting. It's a sip and paint. We won't ask you to do the poetry unless you really, really, really are good. Kiana, I'll take you to the back and pre-screen you.
No, we actually have some good poets
Some
signed
really
up.
good poets signed
Yes.
up. And so the tickets are valued at $50 each. You'll get 2 tickets for this Friday. There's free food, there's free wine. We're gonna have a great time, and we're raising money for moms, which is mothers of murdered sons and daughters. I also want to take a moment just to shout out to my cousins, the Candy family. It's crazy because I saw my cousin saying like, "Oh God, why did this happen to us? Rest in peace." And she was like, "Pray for my family." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm praying for y'all." She like, "This is Uncle Ernest's grandson." It's my family. So, again, my family has been the victim of a homicide here in the most amazing city in the Americas.
Yeah.
And so it's important for us to support mothers of murdered sons and daughters. It's important for us to get out as a community, and it's important for us to do things that bring positive light and energy. So,
Yes.
404-436-1277. Get these tickets.
And for those who want to just purchase their tickets, you can go to www.paintpoetrypurpose.eventbrite.com. And did we got a caller number 2 yet? No.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna,
Y'all ain't gonna call in?
Baby.
Call in 404-436-1277 to win 2 tickets to Paint Poetry for a Purpose this Friday,
7 p.m.
7
If they don't
p.m.
call, I'm gonna eat their jerk chicken.
Yes. So come on,
All
y'all.
right, so Deneen, tell us where to find you.
www.yourpremierdestinations.com or on Instagram, Premier Destinations, Facebook, Premier Destinations, and at 443-435-4360.
And I know not to sound funny, but spell premiere for some of us that did not go to Southwestern.
Oh my gosh. www.premierdestinations, DESTINATIONS.com.
We love you. We love you for it. Girl, it'd be late. All right, so let's see. Any callers? Nope. All right, it's 4 people on this line. There's 2 people over here.
Hey, y'all. Call
Hey, y'all. You got 30
tickets.
seconds. 404-436-1277. Caller number 2 is going to get 2 free tickets. Don't miss the opportunity. Even if you're not available on Friday, you win the tickets. You can give them to 2 people that you love and trust.
Yeah.
So 404-436-1277. You want us to know anything else, Denise?
No.
How's your family?
Wow. Thank you.
She said, well,
The cakes are well.
yes.
That's what she wanted to talk about.
Yes, I want to talk about the cakes. Janine makes the best cakes.
Thank you.
All right, so how we doing on time? Oh my goodness, there's somebody calling in.
Somebody calling in?
I know it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Archie, hey y'all. Gladys, hey there.
Hey,
Barry,
Derek
call in.
Barnes.
404-436-1277. There's someone on the call. Let's see who that is. Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi. I can't hear. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, who is it?
This is Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey.
Which Shannon is it?
This is Shannon Jones.
I can't hear.
Shannon Jones.
Hey,
Shannon Jones. Oh, we cousins. You got my last name.
Shannon Jones. You are caller number 2. Thank you, Shannon, for calling in.
All right.
Will you actually be in the house with us on Friday, or are you going to gift your tickets?
Okay.
Are you going to come, or are you going to gift your tickets?
Oh, I'm going to come.
All right,
She
great.
said, "I'm coming."
So when you get to the doors at 3121 West North Avenue, your name will be on the list. You'll let one of the girls at the registration know. And if you could inbox either me or Kiana, just so we know how to, find you, give us your phone number. That would be great.
Okay.
Thank you and
All right,
congratulations.
yes. Winning chicken dinner.
Winner chicken dinner. So that was the end of the show. I think we did everything.
Yes. Don't forget, guys, for those who did not get to win tickets tonight, you can go to www.paintpoetrypurpose.eventbrite.com. And again, I want to wish my fabulous and illustrious sisters of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated a happy Founders Day. We turned 97 years old today.
Y'all don't look a day over 96 and a half. Awesome.
Yes.
And thank you, Miss D. Davis, with Premier Destinations.
Thank you for having me.
Travel agency is Destinations with an S. So I was reading to make sure. And so, guys, support Deneen. Come out, get connected to her, call her, and really allow someone to help you navigate through your travel experience.
Yeah.
We are excited. My mother will be very excited because I told her that I was not going to book anything, that I was going to let a professional do it for us. So we will be working with you to take my Pammy
Thank you.
to Jamaica for her 55th birthday. She don't look a day over 25 either.
No, she doesn't.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. So, guys, this has been the Connected Corner where you get news and resources you can actually use. Tune in next Tuesday. I'm Tori Rose.
Kiana B. Jones.
And
D. Davis.
And D. Davis. Oh, wow. D for D and D and D. Oh, have a good one, guys. Many blessings.
Yes. Peace.
Peace.